Aloha, everyone. Welcome into the sacred space. My name is Richard Melchizedek. I think for today, just encouraging each one of you to place your hand on your heart before we begin getting into this transmission today. And I'm inviting you to take 3 mindful, full body breaths. So breathing in. And breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, just breathing out this aurora, rainbow mist. All right, beloveds, it's good to see each one of you. Please tell me how you're doing and comment in the chat below. I really wanted to take this time to give some updates and just share some information about what we're moving into. So, we have now initiated and launched our Krystal Academy. Our Krystal Academy has been, you know, initiated through Starseeds Changing the World, which was started in 2017 as an Aurora Guardian and Andronoman architecture to support the planetary stages of ascension, the universal Templar grid work, as well as prepare the new rainbow ascension grids for coming online on the planet, which are also known as dragon grids. Now, the Krystal Academy part of this is the next stage that we're moving into, where it's really about our crystal communities, our solar brotherhoods, our solar sisterhoods, and our family being able to come together and to come into this living, breathing, God, crystalline, light, harmonic, and plasmic architecture that is going to support the soul evolution, embodiment, and the deep stages of bio-regenesis that are required for us as, leaders, visionaries, and just the ones that are ready to step outside of the systems that are not serving us. Now, why is it we need to go through these processes and to step into the this aurora arc, crystalline hierogamic architecture to support our journeys? One is we've all been within a system that has been pretty parasitic. So, what I mean by this, if you were to take a look around at the planet right now, you can see the amount of destruction and devastation that's happening on the planet. And all of the systems on the planet, for the most part, have been based off service to self systems, whether it's education, whether it is healthcare, agriculture, and food right now, financial system, government systems. We can go on, but the point I want to express to you is a lot of these systems are doing more harm than good, and they don't support the individual soul evolution and soul consciousness. And it's something that's actually not even talked about, within our cultural upbringing, especially within the Western world. The soul is actually left out of the equation. And this is something that's supposed to be taught from the very beginning of our life cycle here. So after we've spent so much time within these systems, we have conditioning, we have programming, we have trauma, we have emotional imprinting and beliefs, just all of these things that have been developed, learned, conditioned through our life experience and journey. So for us to now begin the transition into the next phase of what's rolling out on the planet, each individual needs to go through a level of deprogramming, healing, releasing to allow the embodiment of their soul into the physical, to bridge that higher dimensional consciousness grounded into a physical way. So, with this, our Krystal Academy and Krystal Community Hierogamic Architecture is a guardian, fail safe, crystalline um, vehicle that is supporting the clearings, the transmutations, and the networking of our solar remembrance within our being. It's a solar rising that's happening on the planet at this time. And each day, there are more individuals who are starting to remember and starting to see and feel and understand that, wait, there's a lot of things happening on the world right now that really aren't supporting our highest like soul evolution and growth and our role as planetary stewards at this time. So I share this with each one of you because we have a really big announcement as well. We've always been humanitarian focused, whether it's in our planetary grid working projects and things we do behind the scenes, or whether it's through our Star Seeds Changing the World and our Star Seed School. It's really been about helping our families step into their soul missions and callings while going through this deep healing process. So they're able to hold and embody and integrate their aspects of their being, to have their keys restored, their DNA healed and activated. There's a lot of energy moving through the container. Just as we're speaking about this, my heart is just glowing. Yeah, it requires each one of us to be a self-led healer and really develop a mental and emotional intelligence that's going to be able to support ourselves in crystallizing the future that we're all here to do, that we're all here to bring these systems forward. Now, sharing again about the humanitarian energy, we have decided to move into a monthly membership format. This came through our guardian teams that it's now time. So over the last 3 years, we have built up, over 500 classes just in terms of um, the re-education protocols for helping each individual understand why they're here and how to move forward at this time. And now we're offering about 200 plus of those classes for $88 a month. And the exciting part about this is this also means now our new projects that are coming out that are directly related to the Krystal Academy are going to be included in this. So I was just doing some rough calculations, and this would have costed, each individual roughly to about $10,000 a year to be a part of this. And my beloved and I, we are so over, selling and talking about these things, and our focus is on a humanitarian side, and we want to help and support as many that are ready now as we move into this next phase. So now we're offering this just in a monthly fee, and it's just at a mere fraction of what it would have cost ahead of time. And by doing this, what it's going to allow is just such a well rounded spectrum of healing. So the first step in this is, one, if you're interested, please reach out, or you can just register through the link below. We have had, hundreds of people through our community. And yeah, it's going to be growing pretty fast and rapidly. So if you would like to be a part of this, please reach out. Let us help you get set up in a way that's going to support you with some of our signature programs, and as well as being involved in our weekly calls. Our weekly calls are really about building the crystal communities and supporting each individual with what we're moving through at this time on planetary change, helping you understand that, and while also supporting, the bio-regenesis process for you. Now, the first new program we're going to come out with is a bio-regenesis system that is going to really provide a purification, healing, and activation chamber for your vessel. So this means on a physical level, a mental level, emotional level, and on a spiritual level, you're going to have this hierogamic aurora guardian light crystalline architecture to support your bodies in going through this like transmutation and deeper awakening phase. um, and some of this is to do with the level of planetary grid work that has been, such a success over the last 3 years. And now it's time for this next phase. So if you're ready, and you're just looking for that community environment and that energetic vehicle to support your evolutionary growth, then take this opportunity now. Currently, we have the doors open for this. Um, we are going to They will remain that for a little bit, but if you're serious about making changes in your life and starting to go through the deprogramming of what has occurred throughout your life experience so you can embody more of a soul heart resonance and step forward to begin building these newer systems. Like, before you can build the newer systems, you have to heal yourself. And this is really important. And healing occurs through the four body system: physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So, our Krystal Academy is based around supporting the four body system to help you come into the higher levels of embodied consciousness. Um, I witness many in lots of different communities and not getting the support that is actually needed for them. And what I mean by this is they are in these communities, but they're still in the same place they were. They haven't really come into more of a embodied like soul mission, and they actually check out from what it is they're here to do. There's a level of separation or fragmentation between the physical self and the soul self, and they're not embodying their missions. They just want to step out and unplug from the false ascension matrix without having, a grounded way of moving into this life and into the next phases. And that structure and that architecture and that healed masculine principle to support what is actually needed in their life. And that's what we're here to help guide each one of you through. It does require each one of you to be a self-led healer, to have that ownership and initiative over your life and to want to make the changes. We understand that, you don't necessarily know how, and that's why you're coming into this. But if you have the desire to make a powerful impact in your life and to, you know, probably make some changes that you're only coming aware of, or you've been aware of for a while and just didn't know how to do it. Or maybe you were with some other teachers that just you feel like you didn't get the right support from. So we're here to bring that crystal clear message that our Krystal Academy and community are the solar remembrance for each individual. Um, there's been many messengers of our solar consciousness, and throughout time, this has tried to occur on the planet many times, and it just to do with the frequency and the density and the opposition has it happened. There's been lots of guardian missions and projects that had almost come into completion, but we weren't able to complete it, and this time is different. And we're a messenger of the solar consciousness, of this the eight galactic suns, the seven tones of creation unified by the eight tone of the heart that come in and broadcast and bring forward our true crystalline solar radiance that is really ignited within the core being of each one of us. So, my beloved family, if you are ready to step into our Krystal Academy, um, I look forward to seeing you in there. And yeah, I can't wait to see your face when you realize how much you're actually going to receive in this. I was on the phone, Zoom call earlier today with a client and beautiful sister, and just seeing their face after they realized how much they were getting for this monthly, membership fee. It's a lot, and we want to continue to give more than what we are receiving and to have a greater impact on the world. All right. I'm just feeling into in the energies right now. If there's anything that's really important to share as well on top of this. Yeah, I'm feeling if we could just all take a moment to really like honor ourselves and to have a little bit of compassionate practice. So if you can place your hand on your heart and just give your heart permission to open. As we do a quick analysis of the heart, as we ask to open the diamond crystalline lotus structures of the heart to support a resonance field of diamond crystalline purity plasmas, light and harmonics aligned through our hierogamic temple and aurora arc guardian failsafe zone. Just giving yourself permission to really open and receive, allowing your heart to soften, allowing your body to soften. As we clear through the crystalline channels and align to the living light code, now in your heart, I want you to visualize someone in your life that just means the world to you. I want you to hold that frequency of love, someone that lights you up just by seeing their face. And as you hold this stream of love, I want you to see this beautiful golden liquid diamond crystalline light, the solar light being sent to them. And as you see them being surrounded in this golden solar light, Repeat it after me. Just as I wish, may you be well. Just as I wish, may you be happy. Just as I wish, may you have grace. Just as I wish, may you have love and kindness in your life. Continuing to hold that love for them. Just as I wish, may you be well. Just as I wish, may you be happy. Just as I wish, may you have grace in your life. Just as I wish, may you have love and kindness. Just as I wish, may you have peace. Just as I wish, may you be well. Continuing to see them and think of them. Just as I wish, may you be happy. Just as I wish, may you have grace in your life. Just as I wish, may you have love and kindness. Just as I wish, may you have peace. And as you continue to hold this frequency of love, one that just melts your heart, I want you to now turn that focus inwards and hold that same amount of love for yourself. I know at times it's easier to love another more than we love ourselves. But in this moment, that golden solar light that's shining within you is filling your entire body, all the way to the tips of your toes, the tips of your fingers, and the top of your head, allowing your heart to soften even more as you say these words to yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I have grace in my life. May I have love and kindness. May I experience peace. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be grace. May I be love and kindness. May I be peace. I wish for myself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be grace. May I be love, kindness. May I be peace and experience these blessings in my life. May I love myself and model self-compassion. May I open to receiving this now. Just opening our and expanding our diamond crystalline lotus heart. Noticing the shift in the energy and the frequency as we're able to model some compassion and some love and some kindness. And this is really the foundation of the crystal community, is that omni love presence and field that is held through the recognition of our solar being within and that of another, and how our light all shines the same. And through this, we're able to bring in some unbelievable crystalline networks through our communities to continue to bridge, expand, awaken, and heal not just ourselves, but all